President Trump just sent the United States in a frenzy. And this all started because of what he said about Tylenol. President Trump said earlier this week that pregnant women should be careful when they're taking Tylenol and also be caution when they're giving themselves and their babies certain vaccinations. He continued talking about vaccines. President Trump said that, and I quote, they pump so much different stuff into those beautiful little babies. It's a disgrace. It looks like they're pumping it into a horse. You have a little child, a little fragile child, and getting 80 different vaccines at one time. President Trump then talked about the autism rates and said that back in 2000, it was 1 in 50. And now, just 3 years ago, it went up to 1 in 31 people have autism. And not saying that Tylenol or some of these vaccines have anything to do with it, but he pretty much hinted towards that. Now, as you can imagine, after Trump said this about Tylenol and some of these other vaccines, this sent pretty much the world in a frenzy. You had people digging up old stuff on X of what Tylenol said back in July of 2017. And they tweeted, we actually don't recommend using any of our products while pregnant. Thank you for taking the time to voice your concerns. Now, is this real or is it fake? You can be the judge of that. But then you go all the way to the United Kingdom, where the UK Health Secretary actually said, don't pay any attention whatsoever to what Donald Trump says about medicine. In fact, don't even take my word for it as a politician. Listen to British doctors. I trust doctors over President Trump, frankly, on this. So, with President Trump pretty much just dropping the mic on what he said about Tylenol and some of these other vaccines, I guess I just have to ask the question, do you agree with Donald Trump of these things are hurting people, or do you think he doesn't know what he's talking about?